Good morning and welcome back to Friday here on Gaming with ADHD, where I'm tired. I know I keep complaining, bragging, I don't know, whatever it is, about pulling overtime, but 11 days of 12-hour shifts is a lot, and you know, it's just one of those things. So anyways, but I have goals, I have plans, and so that's why I do what I do. Even if sometimes maybe it's not the best choice. Anyhow, excuse me 1 second. Anyhow, so, all right, so I obviously was not here on Monday. I do apologize for that. I passed out. I have actually been sleeping. I've been sleeping more than 6 hours at a time, which is kind of a big deal for me. So that's what I did on Monday instead of being here. But I do hope that you all were able to show up for the deep dive that we did on Wednesday. We are having an absolute blast with that. The interesting thing is we're like halfway through, and I think Seraphis is getting a little nervous that I'm gonna rotate out for a co-host for at least a book or two. So good evening, Silent Mouse. How are you doing, my friend? So, but it is not because I don't like him as a co-host. It's just what I have in mind for doing the deep dives. So there is that to consider. But other than that, just another day, another, attempt to try and make this all exciting and interesting. So, you know what? With that out of the way, and obviously we'll talk about more stuff as the discussion or as the stream goes on. So let's move over to the paint table. All right. So what have I done since we talked last? Not much. Just straight up, I'll admit it. So I've got my 4 red Spartans sort of ready for details. Obviously I need to get a little bit more like the pink. The pink has some color inconsistencies. Hey Glenn, how you doing, my friend? The yellow as well. Some of the yellow didn't cover as well as I would have liked. So I definitely need to go in and, touch up some of these colors. The 2 reds, I really like these. Obviously they're very close, but not too bad. So for now, I think what I'm going to do is work on these colors, and then I've got to get my blues ready. Because I need blues. So anyhow, so yeah, it's needless to say, it's been a week. So, let's see. I haven't even And starting, so I've got 2 more shifts. I will work Saturday night and I will work Sunday night. And then I'm off for 2 weeks. Which I'm excited about. I get to go see my sister. I get to meet Max Liao from Legion of Myth in person. We're gonna go do something. I need to reach out to him, but I'm hoping to meet Cody from GM Cody. Meet him in person. And then I get to spend time with my sister, so I'm excited. We'll be driving around. I've never been to Alabama. I've never been to the South. Like, to put it simply. I mean, like, we'll be in at least 2 states. I know we went through Kentucky when I was a kid, but obviously that was a long time ago. Anyway, so we're excited because it's gonna be adventure. We're gonna get to see new stuff. I don't, we're not just hitting same vacation stops that most people go to. Apparently, the unclaimed baggage store is in Alabama. I am curious to go check that out. Anyways, but so I've got 2 weeks off. Don't worry, I've got videos planned and prepped, and I'll be getting some more recorded and uploaded. Our deep dive, we're going to try recording it about 18 hours from now. So we're going to record it. We're going to set it as a premiere. And then it'll upload like it's live. But it will be pre-recorded. I'm really curious to see how well that will work. Because I don't normally do that, but if it's an interesting format, if people like it, I can keep doing stuff like that. I still want the deep dives to be a live stream. I think that suits the format a lot better. Um, but I am also thinking, because I'll be honest, I'm not getting through stuff like I would like to. Like, I had literally thought we'd be able to do like a chapter or two, or like at least a couple of chapters usually. And I mean, now don't get me wrong, I am not complaining about Seraphis. I'm having a blast. He is a fantastic co-host for this book. But we do have a time constraint. You know, I want to keep it to 2 hours. And so it's like it's definitely just going a lot slower than I was expecting. So I'm actually thinking about doing a second deep dive stream. So it would run technically in conjunction with the first one, but it would be a different topic. And I would try that one solo. Because, like, I'm not covering Shadowrun like I need to. Like, I got books from Gen Con, and I haven't been able to get through them yet. So that's one thing I definitely want to cover. But mostly I just want to make sure mostly just want to make sure that I'm putting out stuff that people are enjoying. Like, I love my Battletech mech reviews. I think I'm a little harsher with the mercenary stuff than I was with Clan Invasion. I mean, they're still good, but again, I keep venting about the fact that they just all look like they came out of the same factory. So, anyways, it's a little frustrating. But I'm mostly frustrated because, like, I don't want to sound like I'm just saying the same thing over and 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 over. But unless people comment and tell me and say, hey, you know, could you do this? Or, you know, your reviews are really repetitive. Something like that. Always helpful. Just throwing it out there. All right, I need to let this guy dry a little bit. So, oh, you know what? I totally forgot this. Give me 1 second. Just realized I needed to share this some more. I know. Always a professional show, right, folks? Sorry, just realized one place that I wanted to share this to socially that I had forgotten about. So overall, I like, okay, let's talk about Halo. I have not yet done my demo. Obviously, I mean, I'm still painting miniatures. Struggled to get in contact with the store where I'm supposed to do the demo. I've emailed the guy. Not heard anything back. So, and I've even gone in the store a couple times and not found him there. So eventually I will get something arranged so that Rick doesn't hate me. I haven't even scheduled something with Rick. I want to get Rick on the show. Rick is a good dude. But overall, I really like these miniatures. They're not too small. They're a little bigger than I would like. Mostly because it kind of throws them out of scale. So they are definitely not going to play nice with other miniature lines. And that... no, Mundo is not here yet. But that is something I will absolutely put at the feet of Microsoft. Licensing companies, or companies that license out their stuff, usually don't want you to be able to mix your stuff or their stuff with somebody else's stuff. I could be wrong. I am speaking.
You don't like to be wrong.
I don't like to be wrong.
You like to tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, just because you are wrong.
God in the fire.
I'm not gonna wake up from sleeping today. Anyhow, I know you all missed Peanut Gallery.
What?
I said they all missed you!
Did I come in and bring some pots and pans?
Are you in danger?
I'm always in danger of having my day ruined.
That's because I'm awake.
Exactly. Move fast.
I'm glad you could all be here for that. My wife, everybody. I am just getting frustrated with how these colors are looking. I'm trying to make sure that they have good coverage. And I even put like a light layer of gray down so that I wouldn't be putting a light paint over a dark primer. And I'm still struggling. It's rather frustrating. So, what have you all been up to? I'm assuming Glenn's on his Shadowrun break that he mentioned he'd be taking. Silent Mouse, how you doing with the Catalyst shipping delays to Down Under? I mean, I realize, let me rephrase it. Personally, I think you need to cut them some slack. I mean, they are shipping to an imaginary place. It can be a little difficult. All right. Real quick. So I'm going to use this dark gray blue, pants blue, faded ultramarine, in that order, like going down, because it's what is the guy's name? Okay, so we got Church, Tucker. Oh, Tucker's got a green tint to him. Church is blue. Caboose is the light blue. And then we've got Texas, which is like dark green. Okay, this makes me rethink this. All right. I'm going to use this for Tucker and this for Caboose. I really want to use this one. For Texas, I'm going to use this, but I'm going to mix it. I'm going to mix it with some dark gray. I need to find a dark gray. Wait, no. Tucker's supposed to be that lime. It's like this lime green. All right, so Church is pants blue. I'm going. We're going to experiment today. Painting his silver pants. Who has silver pants? No, I was. If you look, Glenn. All right, I think I've. Hold on. Dark gray. There we go. It's the color of the paint, Glenn. I just discovered this. See? Pants blue. Get it? Pants. I missed that. I have seen 40-Year-Old Virgin, but it was many, many, many years ago. So I am not super versed in I am not super versed in the script, sorry. Okay, so Church is going to be pants blue. Caboose is going to be faded ultramarine. Tucker, like, so the yellow green is too dark, but this bright yellow green is too bright. So I'm going to 50-50 mix them, and I'm going to see if I can pull it off. And then Texas, which is more like black armor, but it's also kind of green in the pictures that I saw. So I'm going to go with camo green and then dark gray, like a 50-50 mix. Just literally just to keep it easy. Because, you know, reasons. I mean, there's probably better color choices out there, but this is what I'm going to go with. All right, so since Church, I don't know. I want Church in the, yeah, Church is in the darker blue. I will be honest. My favorite character in Red versus Blue is Caboose. Bro cracks me up. So let's see. What else has been going on? Sorry, I don't have many exciting stories. Like, literally the only thing I've been doing is working. It's like last night was day 11 straight. And I normally work 4 10s. Okay, Glenn. Can it be told in a family-friendly way? That's really the only requirement that I have, if you would like to contribute a story for us to discuss. While you're deciding if you want to, I'll finish up mine. But then we're also, like, short-staffed on, like, every shift. And so my boss gave me approval to come in a little bit early. So essentially, I clock in at 8 p.m. and then I clock out at 8 a.m. And I usually will take a 30-minute break, like lunch. But that's about it. Because I want all the overtime that I can get. I've roughed in the numbers, and I've got like 35 grand in student loans. And so the theory is that I do this for like 6 to 8 months, and I can have the student loans paid off. So while I am bad at making use of my time at night, like between doing work stuff, like it's not impossible to get some channel stuff done. My brain just doesn't always think about it. And then when I do think about it, it's too late. So anyhow, so I'm not worried about it. They're paying me, so call it good. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't even have any stories because I'm going in early, getting out kind of late. I mean, I get out at my same time, but again, it's been 12 hours. Then you do it 7 days in a row. Oh, jeez! Glenn, you're fired. You're fired. You're fired. I see what you did there. I see what you did. And you're fired. Because that was awesome. Well done. I didn't see that coming. You should clean my glasses. Dang it, Glenn. Got me too. That was pretty good. You're such a turd. Couldn't see that well. I love a good dad joke. About to have a whole new generation for dad jokes. So excited about that. I think I'm most excited because, like, there is also something different when it's seeing your kid move into that stage of their life. Like, no one prepares you for what that's going to be like. You kind of just like think about it in the abstract. Oh yeah, it'll happen, maybe theoretically. But then to see it come together and your kids want to do it, and then you get to think about all the things that you're going to do to annoy them as grandparents. I mean, I'm excited. And that's only a couple of months away. Man, I need to clean up the living room. Because then we're like we're 2 months away from infant. We're like 6 to 8 months away from toddler. Yes, we are going to be doing a lot of babysitting. So that means that all of my crap needs to be cleaned up. But that's because I'm the one that makes a mess everywhere. All right. I really like that blue. I really do. And I realize that, like, painting these in red versus blue colors, like, everybody and their dog is going to do it. And I get that. But I also think for a demo set, it's pretty much the perfect choice. Like, I always say, the purpose of a game is a story. Some sort of a story. That's very true, Glenn. This does look like the blue for my car. Yeah, exactly, Gillian. And welcome. Nice to have you here. If you're new, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. In a demo, like especially in a demo situation, I think you'd get the question more often than not. Why don't you do them in red versus blue colors? For my Spartan set, that I think is coming in a couple weeks, or next month, one of the two. Like, I know they're shipping stuff to the US, but I don't know if that's just like the stuff that's going into distribution, or if that's the stuff that's going for the pre-orders as well. But yeah, so like I think you are absolutely right. I think people would ask why you didn't do it. Now, for my Spartan set, I'm actually going to do I'm going to do tactical greens and browns. And I'll probably even do them as units. And so when I say tactical greens and browns, I'm talking like camo greens, you know, sand browns, that kind of stuff. Because I'm actually not the biggest fan of like first-person shooter colors, we'll call them. You know, doing blues and pinks and yellows and stuff like that. I mean, I realize why they do it for deathmatch kind of games. But in general, I prefer my combat soldiers to look more like combat soldiers. Like, I will be honest, you would never see me like even for a Space Marine army, you wouldn't see me doing like Imperial Fists or Ultramarines. Too bright. For me. I'm not saying people shouldn't. I'm just saying for me. actually, I'm gonna give Caboose the shotgun. Anyway, so I also think it'll be a nice contrasting, paint job. I can have my red versus blue demo set. I can have my my more wow, that pretty much doesn't even show up in the camera. This is almost a lavender. It'll show up better once I've got a lot more color on it. But yeah, and I mean, I think there's absolutely a place for both. It's just my personal preference to be a little less ostentatious with the colors. So, that's what I generally go with. But that is also one nice thing about a property like Halo. Something like, say, Bolt Action or Flames of War. You're dealing with, historical or actual units. So there's official color schemes. There's specific ways that they'll look. Hold on one second. Should learn how to send a text message. But yeah, so Flames of War, Bolt Action, you're dealing with actual, historical or modern units. So they're going to have a way that they should look. And everybody that does them, for all intents and purposes, is going to do them the same way. But something like Halo, okay, well, it's obviously a science fiction property. And while the game actually does, like Master Chief is in what I'm going to call tactical green. Okay, I'm just going to call it that because I don't know what the specific shade of green is. Maybe you want to call it the marine pattern or the SEAL pattern or whatever they're using. Whatever. Point being, in your single player game, they're using the tactical greens. But they've also set the precedence from the multiplayer that you can do goofy color schemes. Man, you know, learn how to talk. You know, so it doesn't. Yeah, luckily for something like Halo, it doesn't look out of place if you want to do yellows and blues and pinks and whatnot. It's absolutely part of the game. So but I'm enjoying doing these. I actually think the colors are coming out really nice. But I do want, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually do kind of want to do like some camo colors. Like that's been one nice thing about having done all of the different paint schemes with Battletech. You know, I've got options on how I can do stuff. Ooh. Okay. And you're all like, what is he thinking? Okay. So, for those of you who've been here for a while, I did one that I based off of the old G.I. Joe Alley Viper. It was orange with like these blue/purple triangle things all over it. Basically, it's supposed to be like this urban camouflage. I think I'm gonna have to do a squad in those colors. Just because I can. I always thought it was just like super ridiculous, but it's super fun. So the other thing I need to figure out is if how unit building works. Because that's actually not in the box set. It's in one of the expansions coming next year. Because in that case, I might not do the urban camo. But I do still think they would be fun to do. Maybe I'll pick an extra squad and do that. This lavender blue is ridiculous. Okay, and I am going to give you all... Wow, I've been going for an hour already. Alright, we'll see how... I am crashing. I'll be honest, I am not sure how much longer I'm going to be able to go. Because, yeah, on top of working 12-hour shifts, now, admittedly, I sit at a desk. It's not super strenuous. However, I am taking the wife to Disney in about a month, and I am way too sedentary. So at night, I've also been walking the treadmill, trying to build up the endurance that I let myself slack off on. And needless to say, I don't want to die going to Disney. Land, not world. Florida's a bit of a hike. Like, I want to do Florida again. Last time was like 7 years ago. We're doing one. We're just doing one day. I have some connections. So we actually got our passes for free. But we are paying to stay at the hotel because it's literally just right there. And so you can just walk in and out, and then you close down the park, and then you just walk back to the hotel and die. So yeah, it is just one day, but that's the problem, is that I sit on my butt all day. So that's why I'm walking the treadmill. I don't think I will actually get there, and hopefully I'll just keep doing it even after the trip. But basically the theory is get the treadmill during my 12-hour shifts that I'm doing. Try and put as many... Like last time we went, I think because I have my Apple Watch. All right, now that's what I get for having ADHD. All right, so it was December of 2022. Nope, that's too... was the beginning. Okay, there's Monday. All right. So I did 10 miles in a day at Disney. So if I can get myself up to 10 miles on the treadmill... Yes, I realize that treadmill and actually walking are not the same. But essentially I've got 4 weeks to get myself to the point where 10 miles on a treadmill. So that way, doing 10 miles on the ground won't be too difficult. That is the theory. And it's all my fault. I mean, the wife will be fine, but she also, you know, runs marathons like a weirdo. I mean, I am proud of her. She is very strong in that regard. But man, runners are weird. Like I have always hated running. Always. I mean, if you enjoy it, great. I'm happy for you. Oh, but I hate it. So, I don't. But I need to be at least in enough shape that I can take my wife to Disney and not die. Or I can take the future grandson and not die. So, you know. Anyways, so the short answer is I'm just straight up exhausted. Alright, so I have no idea if this is going to work. Again, I'm using camo green and dark warm gray in approximately a 50-50 mix. I think I just put too much gray in. Alright, let's see here. So that's what I've got. Just put a couple drops of water in to mix it. I kind of like this, actually. Oh, right. Okay. So this is going to be Tex. Okay, I really like... Oh, I didn't refocus. Sorry, folks. That's what I get for manually focusing. Wow. People showed up. Good morning. Like, I think... Like when I was looking at reference pictures for Tex, I think they were trying to do a black armor, but it's got kind of a green tint to it. So that's why I'm doing this. But man, I actually really like how this comes out. I mean, just on the leg. That looks really good. I really like that color. I mean, it is almost black. And I know it doesn't show up on the camera as well as I would like, but man. Okay, so if you're wondering, Monument Hobbies, camo green, and dark warm gray. Approximately a 50-50 mix. Oh, I love it when a color just hits just the way you want it. Because then also, once I hit this thing with some wash, oh, it's going to look so good. It's going to darken it up just right. It's kind of weird. I actually like plan... I kind of like when I'm picking out a color, I'm already trying to imagine how it's going to look with just some Army Painter strong tone over top of it. I mean, come on. I literally called the stream amateur painting time. Okay, I am not claiming to be a professional. I'm just a guy who likes games and paints well enough to be happy with it. So yes, I use wash, and I am not ashamed of it. Because I know there have to be new people in here. Because we went from like 4 people to 10. And it's fallen back down a little bit. Yeah, for those new people. Like literally, I think one of the biggest issues with miniatures games is professional painters. Whether it's studio painters, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not faulting them. They're really good at what they do. But I think the problem is that they set a false expectation to players. Like, I'm not upset if somebody just wants gray plastic. I believe so, Shag. And I appreciate it. So yeah, like like studio painters need to do great jobs. I'm not gonna. I will concede that. And I think it's great that there's lots of resources out there for people to learn. You know, for people to learn from. But I do think that it sets a sort of expectation for the average person. Of what their models should look like. And while I don't think you should shame someone for their paint jobs, because at least they put paint on there. You know, and I'm always willing to encourage people to get better and to practice more. But I absolutely think people should pick or like figure out a level that they're happy with and not be afraid to stop there. You know, and then if they want to improve later, they always can. But I would rather people play than get stuck worried about what they Okay, Shag says shame them for not trying. Okay, that's fair. No, so paint shaming is somebody paints something, puts it out there, and then and then everybody craps on them for it. You know, not that they criticize the job that was done, but they insult them for the job that was done. That's paint shaming. You know, I would actually even put them in the category of paint shaming for people that don't want to paint. I have plenty of friends that have zero interest in painting. You know, doesn't matter what you do, what you say, they're not going to be interested in painting. And shaming them for it is just going to drive them away from it's just going to drive them away from the hobby in general. So I absolutely won't do that. But for those that do want to paint, I want them to figure out what they're comfortable with. And just do that. There's nothing wrong with not being a great painter. Because worst case, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it anyways. So that's fine. And exactly, Tom, it's the 3-foot rule. If you're happy with it at 3 feet away, great. And yes, I know I've taught you most of those lessons, Tom. Okay, again, I like that. I realize that the green and the black kind of blend together. I don't care. I like it. It looks good. That one wasn't you, but this one was, and I play by it. Oh, don't ask for... Tom, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of your nerd journey. Very proud of you, sir. Great job. That has actually been a lot of fun to watch. So for those of you who, well, okay, most of you probably don't know, I am friends with Shag in real life. And I think it was like last year, the year before, he approached me about getting into role-playing. And I gave him some advice. Which, take it for what it will, what you will. It's my half-assed attempt at everything. Anyways, it's been really fun to watch him get into role-playing, get into, painting miniatures, things like that. And watch him have fun with it. Not get browbeat by players who think they know better, or who just kill fun. Anyways, 2 D&D campaigns, 1 Marvel campaign, and Strahd, and helped teach a new player workshop. Tom's becoming a bigger nerd than I am! It's very strange. I don't know what to think of this. Alright, so I don't like this color. This is for Tucker, who had a more blue-green color, but this is more, this is yellow-green. Looks like throw up. Awesome, Tom. I will look at it. I'm kind of busy right now, Tom. All right, I'm gonna try mixing some blue in this. You know what? Well, the thing that sucks is I'm never going to be able to recreate this. But I like this. Look at that. Look at that color. Okay, it is totally not right for Tucker. Okay, maybe it's not right, but you know what? Let me do this. All right. So that's the picture that I have of Tucker. And that's the color that I just mixed. That one. I think it works. Again, it's not quite right, and I don't know how to get it there. But I'm gonna call it good. No, not black. Because it needs to... Oh, you know what? Not white. Not gray. We'll see if this works. Nope. You're going the wrong direction, Tom. Ivory. Because it's much more of a pale look. Okay, I do not want to add any more paint, but I think that's right. Actually, you know what? I want another drop of ivory. Yep. That's what it needed. I mean, it needed the blue as well. But dang if that ivory didn't just bring it right where it needed to go. It's not 100% the right color. But it's close enough. So I haven't quite decided how or if I'm gonna dry brush, Tom. I'm probably just gonna wash. but you're judgmental today. Ah! Thanks, Tom.
Ow!
Kim, Tom says hi.
Hello. Are we gonna go out for brewery times later?
Probably. I mean, it's Friday. Friday is burrito day. I do need to get some sleep first, though.
Yeah. Use all that.
YouTube for being so demanding and making me stream all the time. No, YouTube demands that I be here.
Maybe a handful of people.
Okay, so I am definitely going to say that I really like how the green came out. No, Tom, it's not a euphemism or innuendo. We just really like some burrows. Pollo Fundido. Just going to throw that out there. Folks, if you ever get to Arizona, do yourself a favor. Go to some burrows and try the Pollo Fundido. It's a chimichanga with chicken. That's it on the inside. And a jalapeno cream cheese sauce on the outside that is to die for. I don't eat it every day. I don't even eat it every Friday. But I eat it on a lot of Fridays. Hey, Tom, you aren't that much skinnier, sir. But yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I gotta find that just right spot. I know everyone is quiet today because I've got 7 people here, or I guess 6 if we include you, but everybody's busy. I guess they just like hearing me ramble. So what should I ramble about? I'm not going to ramble about politics. So I keep telling myself I need to start running more games. And I keep chickening out. Like, I'm not sure if it's just because it's easy to make an excuse because I've been working so much. Or what? Because I mean, I really do want to do that Ninjas and Super Spies game. I also feel like I'd be an idiot. Dude, Tom. I wish I could say it wasn't horror. It hasn't been a hot mess, but it's kind of a hot mess. Yeah, no, dude, you are preaching to the choir. Yeah, so I need to do some role playing. Tom, I wish you didn't live out on the west side. I have a lot of people that I want to play games with, and they all live on the west side. Okay, by a lot, I mean like 3. So... And for people who aren't from here, west side literally means like a 45-minute drive or more. And yes, that's almost all freeways. So it's not even like you have the excuse of, oh, well, it's all these surface streets, and so you're having to hit all the stuff. Nope. Most places in Phoenix are within 5 miles of a freeway. Not all of them, mind you. But a good majority of them. And even then, it's still a 45-minute drive. Okay, I really like that green. That green is great. I really do. Okay. Yes, Tom, we need to do something. All right. So let's show off my blue team. So here's my blue team. Glad I caught this before paint dried. That's gonna need some black in there. That's why I haven't done anything with those gray spots. All right. So we have red team and blue team. Primary colors put in. These are blue. These 4 were the blue team, and we've got red team. I like the colors. I wasn't expecting to. Thought I was going to be a little bit more annoyed with them, but I actually like how those are coming out. So, yeah. All right. So, yes, my brain is shutting down. I need to go to bed. So, what do we have coming up? I'm going to try to do a special project Sunday, work on the statue. That'll be Sunday. I've got a Battletech video coming on Monday. I should still be doing a paint stream on Monday. We've got deep dive coming Wednesday. I need to get extra videos recorded for while I'm gone because I won't be doing streams. Anyways, just keep an eye out for stuff. If you're new here, if you're one of the 7 people that have not been talking in chat, hit the subscribe button. I try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of tabletop content. You know, I do a couple streams where we just hang out and paint miniatures and talk about whatever's going on. But folks, actually, oh wait, hold on, because Tom wanted to see my reaction. I do need to look at his pictures. Tom, you're ridiculous. I'm glad that I looked at this before you know what? You're a turd. Anyway. All right, folks. Again, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss when new videos come out. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when I'm gonna go live or when I go live to do more of these paint streams or other streams or whatever. Honestly, thanks for hanging out with me, keeping me company while I get these paints going. And yeah, I just got to pick out some details and hit them with wash, and then I can run some demos. So I will try to finish these up on Monday. And we will, if we don't talk before then, we'll talk then. So thanks for hanging out, everybody, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for being